Today we're back with some more character information, and we've got the entire backstory of Emperor Palpatine. So the Disney era canon has yet to officially confirm any detail of the Emperor's backstory. All that can be said for certain is that he was a prominent politician on his homeworld of Naboo, and that he was ultimately appointed as the planet's representative in the Republic's Senate. Unknown to the galaxy, he was actually powerful in the Force, and he somehow caught the attention of the Sith Lord named Darth Plagueis. Palpatine himself was given the Sith name Darth Sidious. Everything Palpatine did, every detail of his career, was secretly to serve the interest of the Sith. Interestingly though, the old expanded universe contains information about Palpatine that may still be relevant. James Luceno's novel Darth Plagueis told the origin of Palpatine, revealing he was born into a noble Naboo house and slaughtered his own family as part of his initiation into the Sith. While Disney declared most of the EU non-canon shortly after the purchase of Lucasfilm, this is something of an anomaly simply because the book was published long after the acquisition. It's worth noting that there's another popular theory that Palpatine is far older than anyone has ever realised. This could be supported by Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, which hinted that the dying Sith transfers their essence over into the body of the apprentice who has slain them. If this has always been the case, then for a millennia there has only ever been one Sith Lord. In Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, Palpatine told Anakin Skywalker a tale he called The Tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise. This was secretly an account of Palpatine's own master, who he described as the Dark Lord of the Sith. So powerful and so wise, he could use the Force to influence the Midichlorians to create life. This led to intense speculation that Palpatine and Plagueis were somehow responsible for the creation of Anakin Skywalker. This was alluded to in Charles Soule's Darth Vader number 25, in which Vader experienced a vision of the Emperor using the Force upon his mother's womb. It's important to note that this theory is still far from confirmed, and Lucasfilm story group writer Matt Martin has explicitly said that this will not be intended implication of the comic. However, in the comic, Shmi appears to already be pregnant when she's visited by Palpatine in the vision, so it may instead just represent the Sith dominating the density of the child she bore. The Sith operate under the rule of two, that there must only be two Sith at any time, one to crave power and the other to wield it. This naturally means that every apprentice will attempt to supplant their master, and Palpatine succeeded in murdering Plagueis. That done, he engineered a crisis on his homeworld of Naboo in Star Wars Episode 1 in order to ensure the political ascension as well. This proved successful, and Palpatine became Chancellor of the Republic, positioned to take advantage of a growing crisis in the Galactic Rim. He and his ill-fated apprentice Count Dooku succeeded in inciting the Clone Wars, the ultimate Jedi trap. Overextended, the Jedi didn't realise the threat until it was too late, and they were massacred by clone troopers loyal to the Chancellor. The Jedi Purge was the revenge of the Sith, and Palpatine emerged triumphant, declaring himself Emperor. Worse still, Anakin Skywalker, the Chosen One, the Jedi believed destined to destroy the Sith, became his new apprentice, Darth Vader. But the victory did not come at a cost, with the Emperor's body badly damaged by Force lightning reflected back at him by Jedi Master Mace Windu, which uncovered his mask that he was using the Force to cover up his true face. Palpatine had achieved galactic domination, but like any tyrant, he sought to extend his rule and cement it. He had Darth Vader continue the purge, hunting down Force sensitives and a handful of Jedi survivors, and invested the Empire's technology and resources into the development of super weapons like the Death Star. Finally, in Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, the Emperor revealed to himself and the entire galaxy his goals seemed to have been to goad Rey into seeking him out, and he was successful. But when Rey and Kylo Ren stood before him, the Emperor realized he didn't need to possess her after all. The two shared a powerful bond that Palpatine called a Force dyad, and it drained its power to restore himself to health and youth. At Exegol, Palpatine became the embodiment of all the Sith and used their power to devastating effects against the resistance that arrived to attempt to hold the Sith's new Star Destroyers at bay. Fortunately for the galaxy, the Emperor had underestimated the light side of the Force, and all Jedi spirits gave Rey the power to defy him. She was able to repeat Mace Windu's trick, reflecting Palpatine's Force lightning back at him to fatal effect. That was basically all that's really known about Palpatine. There's still so much to uncover, and I think Disney will do a bit on Palpatine still, because, I mean, he's just such an interesting character.